I just jeopardized everything and was just like, oh, you know, I don't need this job. I'm just going to start YouTube.
You're the break after the bend. How much farther will we fall? And I'll wait for us to land. Still suspended, it's still dark. When I looked over my plans, this wasn't there yet, here we are. You're the break after the bend. How much farther will we fall? How much farther can we fall?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kima and I'm here to tell you, do whatever makes you happy. I feel like a lot of times people put off things they want to do in life because they're worried about the next person. Sometimes they're their own worst critic. Like they put themselves down, they say, oh, I can't do it, or they just think that too many people are doing it. I made this video to address like the reasoning behind me starting YouTube. So of course, everybody looking outside in, it just looks like, oh, she quit her job to start YouTube. That's not necessarily true. So before YouTube, I was a full-time student. I had a full-time job. The first job I had, I was working as a medical assistant, and I loved the job. It wasn't paying a lot, but I knew it was something that I wanted to do. The only reason I stopped working there was because the schedule that they was giving me was conflicting with the schedule that Eric had at the time. He was working nights and they was trying to put me on nights. So that's why I had to stop working there, because we needed somebody to pick up the kids from school. So, you know, I was a little butthurt about that because I'm like, dang, I really like this job. I went to school for this and this is something I wanted to do. But I wasn't gonna tell Eric to stop working because he makes most of the money at his job. So I stopped working there, and then I found another job on the naval base, and I get approved. Everything went through quick. You know, they do a background check. I'm like, okay. I want to say I started working there October of 2019. I started working on base, and I'm used to the base. I know how I operate because I'm prior military. So I worked with a lot of military people. I had to issue them their military IDs, dependent IDs, and I had to enroll them in TRICARE, which is basically healthcare for military family or personnel. So anyway, I'm working there and I'm doing good. Then we come into 2020 and Corona hit. The thing about this was that nobody knew what to expect. Nobody knew what to do. It wasn't like something that we was used to. So they started closing down everything. Once I got the email that they were closing schools, I was panicking because I'm like, okay, if they close school, that means I'm gonna have to basically stay home.
How is that gonna work? How am I gonna stay home
when I have to go to work? So my job was nice enough to work with me. Once I sent in the paperwork and once they seen, you know, the situation that I was in, they was nice to let me take leave and still pay me while I was at home with my son. Not only did they do that, but they were letting me leave for school because I told you I was a full-time student. I'm still a full-time student. But that job was so flexible. I loved the job. The pay was good. It was just unfortunate that everything happened so fast. You know, I just started working there. So I was working there for a good 8 months until I literally had to stop, like, altogether. Time was going on. My coworkers were like calling me, and like the person I was working for at the time would call me and like, hey, what's your status? Are you planning on coming back? Did you find a babysitter? And at some point it started getting frustrating for me because I really didn't have the answers, and I just didn't want to keep holding on to a job that I wasn't per se really working for. And then I found out that somebody was applying for the position that I had. And I just felt like it was selfish of me to keep holding on to a job, receiving income from this job, if I wasn't really working and somebody out there that can actually go and put in the work. So I made my decision to just put in my 2 weeks. And you know, it was like bittersweet because I knew I had to do it for my son. And I feel like that job was a really good job. It was really flexible. It was a chill job. It wasn't like stressful, you know. All my coworkers was like, oh my God, please don't leave. We don't want you to leave. This, that, and the third. And I didn't want to leave either, but I knew I had to do it. Like, I'm out here in California and all my family is in New York, so it wasn't like I could just call my mom up or my sister or anybody in my family to just be like, hey, can you come watch the boys for me while I go to work, and you know, blah blah blah. So sacrifice. I had to make a sacrifice, and I spoke to Eric about it. I was like, how would you feel if you stay home and I go to work? And he wasn't for it. He was like, that's not something he could see himself doing. So once again, I had to stop working because it didn't go with our schedule. So pretty much 2 weeks, we said our goodbyes, and that's when I became a stay-at-home mom. And I don't know, I was always the type of person, I just always had to work. Like, no matter what, that's just me. I just always want a job, always want my own income, I guess I was just grateful enough to be able to stay at home with my kids and still have my own income. So as time progressed and, you know, I'm home with Trey, helping him with his homework, I realized that I was getting in a funk of like just not being able to get up and go, because you're not able to do anything. Everything is closed most of the time. Only time I went out was to go to grocery shopping or pick up something we needed for the house, and I was back home. And I don't know, I just can't, I don't function well like that. Like, just, I have to be occupied, I have to be busy. So it was a big adjustment from working full-time and going to school and like just being like active all the time, working out, stuff like that. Once they closed the gym, you know, I wasn't able to work out as much. I started doing home workouts, and then after a while, they started getting old. Like, it just got like,
Alright, here we go again. And
I just wasn't as motivated as I was to begin with. So anyway, started watching a lot of YouTube videos. And I started saying to myself, if I can sit here and watch these people, why can't I just do it myself? Mind you, and that's when we go back to do whatever makes you happy. That's what I want to go back to, that. Do whatever makes you happy. I've been holding off YouTube for 3 years. So I started vlogging in 2018, and I kept telling myself, oh, I'm gonna vlog, I'm gonna post videos on YouTube, I'm gonna share my story, and it never happened until 2021. And you know why? I can only blame myself, because I kept putting it off, saying,
no, now's not the right time. I need to learn this, I need to learn that.
And funny story is, I put out my first video in 2018, right? And it was titled, Why Did I Join the Military? And the video was so trash. I had so many people tell me, oh, just put out a video, you know, you gotta start somewhere. It's easy, just upload it, da-da-da. But what they didn't tell me, this was back in 2018, I wasn't really watching YouTube videos to like study the, you know, what people was doing to upload their videos. So I literally had my phone, and I was recording my phone like this. Now, if you're a YouTuber or anybody that do videos and stuff, you know that if you record your video like this, and then you upload it, you're gonna have the 2 black lines on the side, and it just don't look like, you just really don't want to watch a whole video like that. I mean, that's just me. I don't like when it's the 2 black lines on the side. It just looked like, yeah, obviously she didn't know what she was doing. Not only that, you couldn't hear anything I was saying, and my volume was up, so I don't know. You're supposed to go to voice memos and basically turn it up, I think, turn up the volume or something like that. Anyway, I don't really know. I don't want to give y'all the wrong information, but there's a trick as to getting your audio high, where if you would do it off your phone, it'll produce a good amount of sound when you upload it to YouTube. So anyway, then the lighting was trash because I was in a living room. I sat on the couch, I was in the living room. I had a lamp over here, and the lamp wasn't doing me no justice. It was just like a little dim lamp, and I'm not thinking at the time like, hey, maybe you should open up the shade in the back for you so you can have, or you know, I just didn't think it out. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna make this video. So many people asked me about the Navy. I just want to get it out there. I want to tell them, because so many people were at the time, and still to this day, people ask me about like the Navy. They want to know, like, you know, the pros and the cons, and that's basically the information I was given in that video. But I literally had to delete the video because you couldn't hear me. What's the point of posting a video and trying to give out information where nobody's gonna be able to hear me? So after that, I got a little discouraged because I just felt like, yeah, it just didn't work out, and I kept putting it off. I didn't do it the right way. So fast forward, I just got the motivation after sitting in the house, being a stay-at-home mom, you know, helping my son with his homework, and you know, just watching YouTube, studying YouTube. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I could do this. I know I could do this. Like, literally what I do day in and day out, all I do is pick up the camera and vlog. So my only issue was editing. Like, I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to make the video like pop. And that's another thing I had to think about. Like, me starting YouTube, nobody really cares about your life. Nobody cares about your vlogs, like what you do every day. But if you like what you do and you're passionate about all the things that, you know, you want to put out or you want to deliver on YouTube, hey, that's fine. And the one thing you need to find is your niche. Like, what audience are you trying to draw in? I knew that I'm a mom. My niche is motherhood. So anything dealing with motherhood is usually what I'm vlogging about. Like morning routines, I can start doing morning routines. It's so much stuff that I can do, and I just had to apply it. Not only that, but I want to apologize for putting out, I know y'all watching my YouTube videos now and they're like all old videos, but that's because, like I said, I started late. I was recording all these videos, but I wasn't uploading them because I didn't know how to edit. And I wanted to perfect my craft, I guess, before I put it out, because I already made the first mistake by just throwing it out there and not really trying to research and find out ways to make my video better or more appealing. So I want to say I do apologize for all the old videos. After all these old videos are up and out, because trust me, these videos are going up. I don't care if they was from 1965. These videos are going up. Like, I'm not, now is the time. Like, I'm not waiting no longer. I'm not like putting it off no more. I'm just going to put it out. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. But these videos are going up. So, you know, be patient with me. And I'm getting better. I'm really getting better at the whole editing thing, and I feel like I'm getting more creative. I'm having fun with YouTube. Like, I want people to know, like, I didn't purposely or intentionally just quit my 9 to 5 to do YouTube. Yes, I wanted to do YouTube before, but it wasn't like I just jeopardized everything and was just like, oh, you know, I don't need this job, I'm just going to start YouTube. Because, funny story, and it's not even a funny story, you do not get paid from YouTube right away. It might take you 5 years, like, especially if you ain't got enough views, if you don't have enough subscribers, because there's certain expectations that YouTube have in order to get monetized. So I just wanted to put that out there. And I'm not even worried about the money right now. This is just something that I want to do for myself. Like, I want to vlog, I want to like show videos, I want to share my story, I want to give like tips. I just started like this whole, let's get into the makeup. Like, I feel like I'm doing so much better when it comes to my makeup. Excuse me, I got a little cold. That's why my voice sounds like that. I sound like I'm talking through my nose, because I've been sick for a couple of days, and that's another reason why I haven't been uploading any videos. And it's funny that I'm sick, nobody else sick, because I'm a stay-at-home mom now. I don't go anywhere. But I'm glad nobody else is sick. I'm not trying to say like everybody else should be sick, but this is new because normally y'all see me in my bonnet or a scarf on my head, and yeah, that's just me, like at home. And when I'm in the comfort of my house, I'm gonna have a scarf on my head, I'm gonna have on a robe, I'm gonna have on pajamas. But for this particular video, I was like, since I'm gonna be sitting in front of the camera, I was like, let me do my makeup, and I did. So y'all probably wondering where the boys are at right now. The schools did open back up, but, and I know you're like, well,
why are you not working now?
it's half days. He has to be to school at 8 and he has to be picked up by 12. So they don't do any more breakfast in school and they don't do any more lunch in school. So what they want you to do is pick the kids up, they provide them with lunch, take them home, have them eat their lunch, and then they have to log on to Zoom again and do everything virtually till 2/24. That's what they said. So I was like, maybe I could pick up a part-time job. But all the part-time jobs that I looked into, it was from 8 to 12. And there was no way that I'm gonna be able to be to work at 8 when they have to be to school at 8. And then get off at 12 when they have to be picked up at 12. It just doesn't work for me. And I'm okay with that. Like, you know, like, money is not an issue right now for me. Thank God. I'm so grateful. Like I said, I'm so grateful that money right now is not tight for me. I'm able to make my own income. I got a little side hustle going on, and I'm not one to like put my business out there. And it's like,
well, you have YouTube, your business is out there.
But when I say not put my business out there, I mean like, I'm not going to speak about something until it's done. Because, you know, people praying it down for, people act like they're happy for you, but they're really not. And I've always been like that. Like, yes, I want to talk about my accomplishments, but I want to make sure I have accomplished it first. You know, we established over here, okay? Period. No, but for real, like, so I have a little side hustle going on where I'm able to make a little income for myself. YouTube is just like a stepping stone for me to get where I want to be to also. So I'm still juggling school, I'm still juggling motherhood, because, you know, my kids need me regardless. I just want to say, anything you want to do in life, just do it for yourself. Don't do it for nobody else. Do what makes you happy. Don't overthink things. Yes, you might want some things a certain way, but all you have to do is do your research. That's what I did. Do your research. Do what works for you. Do what makes you happy. I cannot say that enough. Do what makes you happy. Like, If you want to be a stripper, be a stripper. You don't have to do, like, you don't have to worry about what other people are gonna say. People are gonna talk regardless. And one thing I learned about YouTube, I didn't watch so many YouTube videos where the person was so sweet, they're giving the best advice ever, and you still have people in the comments being trolls and disliking the videos. And it's like, you can not be problematic and people are still gonna find a way to like just be mean and say stuff, and you just have, like, literally the battery is charged. I don't know why my camera just cut off, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna make this a long video. I just want y'all to know that right now I plan on growing as a YouTuber. Like, you know, this is just something that I've been putting off for so long, and now I feel like it's the time. So I'm gonna do it. I'm not holding back no more. And that's, yeah, people are gonna dislike things that you do, but if it makes you happy, keep going, keep doing it. And oh, and celebrate the small wins. Like, no matter what, you know, I'm celebrating like me having 67 subscribers. Like, I kind of feel like everything happens for a reason. I feel like 2020 taught me a lot, which prepared me for 2021. Because look, life will hit you with some things and you just gotta like pick up the pieces and put it back together, whether you're putting yourself back together or what. That's just my little input on that. Do I think it was a mistake starting YouTube? Absolutely not. You know, like, maybe 10 years from now I'm gonna look back like, dang, I'm so glad. I'm actually glad now. I started the beginning of this year, and it still amazes me that I'm a YouTuber. Like, it just sounds crazy. And it's just like, it's so many people that be like, oh yeah, I'm a rap, and people look at you like, another rapper, you know, like, another person selling eyelashes, like, do whatever you want to do. Just be the best or try your best, and if it don't work out for you, then, you know, try something else, move on. That's what you have to do. I feel like this is where I want to be right now. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be right now. Like, I'm content, I'm happy. Like, I'm literally happy being at home with my kids. I have a roof over my head. Like, I'm so blessed and grateful. Advice I would give someone starting YouTube is to, one, don't pressure yourself. Don't expect to get paid right away. If you're doing it for money, don't quit your 9 to 5. If you're trying to do YouTube and make money and your thing is, oh, I'm gonna be this big YouTuber, hey, you might be this big YouTuber, but it's not gonna happen overnight. So I would say keep your 9 to 5 job if you're trying to be this big YouTuber and make money. But I didn't come into YouTube for the money. It's just something that I just felt like I wanted to do. I wanted to live in my truth. I wanted to tell my stories. I just wanted to like be myself, but be able to like record every little minute of it. And some people are not for YouTube. Some people are against YouTube, and that's fine. You can't make somebody do anything. I can't make people watch my videos. I can't make people like my videos. And I see that now as a YouTuber, when you watch YouTube, most of the time, you're trying to watch YouTube to learn something, to educate yourself, to find out new tricks or tips, stuff like that. Like, YouTube is like it's a search engine. Like, find out how to do certain things. So me just vlogging my day-to-day life, that's not gonna draw people in. Like I said, people don't care about your life. And I already told myself that I'm gonna like switch it up once I get all these old, because like I said, these are all old videos. And now that I've grown and I know like what YouTube is about and how to draw in your audience, I'm gonna start giving y'all what y'all want. I can say like, I'm doing YouTube for myself because it makes me happy, but at the end of the day, in order to grow and gain engagement from the people watching, you gotta give them what they want. You know, that's how YouTube works. And I just learned that. That's really how it works. Like, you have to put out videos for the audience. So if y'all want to see cooking videos, if y'all want to see relationship videos, if y'all want to see how do I manage motherhood, like, these are videos that I'm gonna eventually have to start putting out. That's how people grow. You give the audience what you, it's one of those things where you can do whatever makes you happy, but your channel is not gonna grow if you're only doing it for yourself. You get what I'm saying? And I know that sounds so confusing, but like, I can't sit here and wake up every day and vlog me making on my bed every day and vlog me getting in the tub and vlog. Like, eventually people gonna be like, okay, she's not providing anything for me. I'm not learning anything from her channel. I'm not inspired. I'm not motivated from watching her. So these are things people look for on YouTube when they're watching your channel. It's either comical, it's either educational, inspirational. Like, these are things people are looking for when they're watching your channel. And I get, like, my videos right now are probably not producing that, and that's fine, because these are all old videos that I'm trying to get out the way. But like I said, once these old videos are out the way, I promise y'all I'm gonna start bringing the heat. And like I said, I don't like talking about stuff until it's done, but I just want y'all to know that I'm not slacking or nothing like that. I'm just sick right now. On top of being sick, oh, what time is it? I think I gotta pick up Trey in a little while. In like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna hurry up and wrap up this video. I have people giving me advice on what I should do in my videos, and I promise you I'm listening. I'm taking your advice. It's just like I said, I know you're tired of me saying this, but I have to get these old videos out the way first. Once I get these old videos out the way, I will start implementing certain things that y'all asked me to do, because I feel like YouTube, you really have to look at YouTube like, because of y'all, because of the viewers, because of the subscribers, y'all the one that's making it happen. I mean, it don't sound good. It's like I have to rely on people to make my channel good. No, like, that's why people consider their subscribers family. And I have to figure out a name for y'all. Like, I don't want to keep saying y'all. Hey, y'all. I mean, I'm probably going to still say that, but I want to have a name. Like, certain people call their subscribers, some people call their subscribers dolls, some people call it subscribers famos, some people call it subscribers cousins. I don't know. I have to figure that out, like what I'm gonna call y'all. But just know we established over here, so it's gonna be something with established in it. I don't know if it's established gang, established crew, established squad, established fam. I don't know, but something in that nature. If you like my content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, y'all, so thank you for watching this video. Until next time, later.